my name is Debbie and welcome to my channel, Your Story in the Cards. I am going to be bringing you regular readings as per each of the zodiac star signs, and I'm going to be using playing cards to do them. I really hope that you enjoy my readings. Please let me know in the comments and like and subscribe to get the channel going. Thank you. Hello Gemini, and welcome to Your Story in the Cards. Okay, so for you today, Gemini, I have selected these cards for you, so I'm just going to put them aside with your energies on the top. And first of all, we'll just have a look and see what angel cards are meant for you today. What angel cards? Okay, let's just have a look. Oh, well, hello. That didn't take long. So we have the angel of psychic ability. Your intuitive and psychic abilities are strong at present. And then we've got the angel of manifestation. Your efforts, determination and perseverance have paid off. Well, what I didn't say to you, that this is a general and a collective reading. So just take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. And sometimes it's worth going through again just to listen to it, because there may be things that intuitively you pick up and you think, oh yeah, that's what she was talking about. So it's just something to be aware of. Okay, so let's have a look at your numbers, your angel numbers. What are the numbers that you want Gemini to be aware of today, please? What are the numbers? Thank you. Okay, so what have we got here? And we have got 1001, spiritual awakening, which is very interesting because it's with the angel of psychic ability here. Okay, so you're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. While it may feel like a dark night of the soul, know that this is part of your awakening. You are on the path to enlightenment, and this challenging period will soon pass. Trust in the process of growth and transformation. And this is all about new beginnings, personal growth, embracing creativity, finding your path, inner peace and transformation. Lovely cards. Okay, so let's get these cards for Gemini. Okay, let's just give them a quick shuffle, and then we're going to pick some cards which are apt for you at the moment. And this reading, Gemini, is for the 13th to the 19th of April. Okay, let's just put all these out here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to pick one card which is how you're feeling at the moment. What is going on with your life? What is happening? Things that are relevant to you at the moment. And which card am I going to pick? I feel like this one. And now I'm going to pick one card which is something that is bubbling underneath the surface, something that you're thinking about. Might not be positive, might not be negative, but it's just something that you're thinking about all the time. And sometimes, you know, this niggling is waking you up at 3 o'clock in the morning, for example. So, as I say, we don't know. We don't know what it is, but I actually feel that it's this one. Okay, so we'll just put those cards here. And now we're going to have a line of cards that are going to be the messages that you need to hear. What is it that you need to hear? So that's the first card, thank you. And then one card for the possible outcome. What card for the possible outcome, please? Thank you. Okay, I'll just put those there. Okay, good. So let's have a look. What have we got here? What is on your mind at the moment, Gemini? The Five of Diamonds. Okay, so the Five of Diamonds is all about money, but it's also about you. And when it's the Five of Diamonds, there could be an element of anxiety here, and perhaps you are worried about money. There's something going on which is bothering you. The Five of Diamonds is also about, yeah, okay, you might have money issues, but it's also a card that's basically saying, you know, you need to look after yourself, and maybe sometimes you can actually go and do something for yourself. Go and buy something small. But we'll carry on with these cards and find out exactly what this Five of Diamonds is all about. Because bubbling underneath the surface, you have the Ace of Spades. So, you've been going through a huge amount of stress in your life. huge amount. You have had so many worries, you've had arguments, upheavals, stress, possibly illness in your life, but there's been a huge amount. It's just been almost insurmountable. When we've got to the ace, this is basically saying that there are new beginnings. Something is just going to start, new beginnings. But with the ace of spades, this is all about you making decisions to change, making decisions so that you can move forward. Now, if you have been stressing about money, this is where the anxiety is coming from. Huge amount of anxiety. So we're going to clarify these now, and let's have a look. What can you tell us about this? It flipped over, didn't come out. The five of diamonds. What can you tell us about the five of diamonds? What does Gemini need to know? So we have the Queen of Spades. Now, this line here is all about you. Now, with court cards, if the court cards were down here, then I would say that it's something to do with a person. But this is all about you. So it is the energies of this spade that is relevant to this section. This Queen of Spades is, you're feeling very bitter about a situation. And you almost know that there is an unpleasant truth to all of this. There's an unpleasant truth that you really, really don't want to know. You don't want to acknowledge, but you know that you do need to acknowledge it, if that makes sense. I'm just going to get these cards out here, and I'm going to have a look and see what the overall energies of this reading. And this is for Gemini. I should have done it at the first, but I forgot to do this. So let's have a look. Overall energies. And we've got the Nine of Clubs. This is all about movement, change, okay? Action, planning and prioritizing. So actually, I'm really, really pleased to see this, because this is all relevant to this. Changes need to be made, because you know that there's an issue. You know that there's a problem. It's causing you a lot of anxiety, and you know you've got to get to the bottom of it. That's what this is. You're feeling really bitter and miserable by the whole thing. It's just got to you. So let's have a look. Let's now clarify this Queen of Spades. What can you tell us about this Queen of Spades? What can you tell us about this Queen of Spades? Thank you. And we have the Five of Clubs. So we've got another five, and this is basically saying, this card is saying you're doing too much. You are all over the place. We've got the club here and we've got the club here. And as I say, this is all about movement. This is all about doing stuff. Now, this could be around a job, all right? And this could be about your job. So perhaps there is some anxiety and stress over your job situation, which is causing you a huge amount of worry and stress and almost, yeah, you're making yourself ill over it. So it could be something to do with work. If this card could also be suggesting that you are all over the place, okay? You are busy, 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 doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, and not actually acknowledging what is going on, because you're trying to get away from it, because it is too upsetting, it is causing you too much anxiety. Let's have a look. I want to clarify this Five of Clubs. What can you tell us about this Five of Clubs for Gemini, please? And as I say, because we've got two fives here, this is definitely all about the body. And just to reinforce that, we have another Five of Clubs. So this is really reinforcing the fact that you are all over the place, and you are taking on too much, and you're not actually targeting one lane. You need to make changes, and this is what this is saying here. And what we also said here, and it's also a challenging period. This challenging period, which is what you've got here, it will pass soon. It will pass. And that's what this is saying. A challenging period in your life. So let's have a look. What else can you tell us about this Five of Clubs? And as I say, we are just at the moment on what is on your mind. So there could be something going on with work. There could be. And what you are craving What you are craving is stability, and you are craving financial stability. But also this is suggesting that there may be paperwork involved in this whole thing, which is causing you problems, is causing you some stress. And it could be legal paperwork, legal documents. So maybe that is what is going on. You've got this anxiety. You know you've got to get to the bottom of this. You know that the truth might not be exactly what you want to hear, but there is something going on. And you are maybe you're avoiding the situation. So you're doing too much. You're going all over the place, trying to basically resolve everything, but resolving absolutely nothing. This is what you crave. You crave this stability in your life. That's what's happening, and you crave financial stability. So let's have a look and see what is going on with this this Ace of Spades. What has been all the anxiety? What is going to help Gemini move on? And we have the Ace of Diamonds. Fantastic. Now the diamonds are about money, money, money. So there has been a lot of anxiety over your money. This is basically confirming what I was saying about this is this is your anxiety. Okay? But the diamonds are all about new beginnings. It is all about invitations. It is all about wonderful things happening when it comes to your money and your finances. And the fact that you've got two aces now, this is all deep. This is all the stuff that you're worrying about, okay? You are worrying about all of this. You've got two aces now, and the two aces are basically saying it is going to move ahead. That's why aces account to one. You've got 1 and 1, 1 and 1. This is new beginnings, personal growth, okay? This is what is happening here. You deep down, you do know deep down, but it doesn't mean to say that you're not stressing about it, because that's exactly what is happening here. You're stressing, you've got anxiety over the whole situation. But the cards are basically saying, yeah, this is a really horrible situation. And if it is to do with legal paperwork, it is going to move. You're going to move ahead from it. You are going to be able to move ahead and get the inner peace, which is what you crave. So let's have a look at the messages that they want you to hear. Well, so interesting here. You've got the 9 of Diamonds, and the 9 of Diamonds is saying your finances are going to be fine, absolutely fine, because you could come to some money. You could get a little bit of extra money with something. You could actually buy a lottery ticket and win some money with the lottery. But what this is also saying is that there will have to be some sort of changes with your financial situation, because you've got the 9 here, and as I said, the 9s are all about change. So you might have to change, whether or not it is changing a bank account, or I don't know, changing a mortgage advisor or something. But there's going to be a few changes that you need to make with your financial situation to allow yourself to move forward. And you yourself will know. It might even be that you know that you have to put a little bit of extra savings in your account, something like that. And then what we have here, we've got the Queen of Clubs. Now the Queen of Clubs is actively looking towards this 9 of Diamonds. So the Queen of Clubs is very, very much involved in this financial situation of yours. Queen of Clubs, this is somebody who is very, very busy. She's always busy, which ties in with the busyness of this. She's doing lots and lots of stuff. She's always... she's a sporty person, she's active on committees, she could be your boss, she could be your supervisor, but what she is, she's a very hands-on woman. She's very down to earth, she likes things to get moving, and she always brings some sort of revelation, truth, or some sort of what's the word I'm thinking of? Sorry, my mind's gone blank. But she's going to bring you some sort of truth about the situation, and it is going to be around your job, or the crafts that you're doing, or your apprenticeship, or, as I say, a social club, something like that. She is going to bring you some news regarding that. Okay, whereas this one here, this is your acknowledgement that you know that you need to get to grips with something and sort something out. She's actually going to bring you some hands-on knowledge and hands-on experience on how maybe you should do the changes to your finances. So maybe this is all of this anxiety and you worrying about all the money situation, but worrying about everything that's been going on around you. This is the messages, and this is what they're trying to say to you, that somebody is going to come along who is going to basically take control of the situation and help you through this to make the changes. Because we have this Four of Spades here. Now the Four of Spades is about exhaustion. Complete and utter exhaustion with the whole situation. Now the Queen is looking towards this. She has turned her back on this. So this to me is acknowledgement that the exhaustion and the absolute, it's just been too much around you, is actually going to be coming to an end, because you are going to get some help, get some advice from somebody, from I say a woman, but it could be a man, it could be a woman, whoever. You're going to get some advice to allow you to make the changes to your finances so that you're going to get out of this energy of just, oh, I can't be doing with this anymore. And as I say, this is the exhaustion. This is stability, and this is you're feeling really unstable with everything. But she's turned her back on that, which means, you know what? You're not going to go that way. You're not going to go that way anymore. That is going to move on. It's just going to move on. So we're going to clarify these cards now. And let's have a look. Now, this could actually be you yourself. This could be the energies of you, which is why you're turning your back on this instability and this exhaustion, and you're looking towards the 9, which is making changes and just moving ahead. That's what that energy, that could be you. So let's have a look. Whoops, sorry. That one flew out, and we have the King of Clubs. Okay, King of Clubs, that is brilliant, because now you've got the King and the Queen. The King of Clubs, very, very much like the Queen, he's hands-on. He gets involved, he sorts things out. Now, where the Queen actually gets everything together and she sorts something out and she produces it and you act upon it, this King here is basically telling you to step into your power. Step into your power and take control of the whole situation. Absolutely. Fantastic. So this is stepping into your power to make the changes, to be able to move ahead and move forward. And this actually all ties in with this as well, because this is basically saying your efforts, determination and perseverance have paid off. They will be paying off. It will, because the King is all powerful, okay? He is determined and he has perseverance to get things moving. Moving, club, moving, getting things moving. The King is going to be the one that also plans and prioritises and gets all his ducks in a row to actually make sure that things happen. That's perfect that you have the King and the Queen, because you have some really big powerhouses around you to help you get through this whole situation. And you know what? It's saying about your intuition and psychic abilities here. But your intuition is going to get you through this as well, because your intuition here is saying, you know, I know it's going to be okay, I just don't know how to do it. Okay, let's have a look. Queen of Clubs, please. Queen of Clubs for Gemini. What can you tell us? Thank you. And we have the Four of Hearts. How wonderful, because this will bring you stability. This will bring you emotional stability around the whole thing. And it's also your home as well. So your home is going to be your retreat, your place that you can heal yourself because of this exhaustion that you've been experiencing. You'll be able to go there, retreat and heal. And that's why I'm saying I think that this Queen of Clubs is actually you. That is your energy. You know you're going to get to grips with the situation. You know you're going to sort it out. Lovely. Okay, let's have a look now at this Four of Spades. What can you tell us about this Four of Spades? What can you tell us about this Four of Spades for Gemini? Whoa, that one threw out. Okay, so what do we have? We have diamonds here. It's going upside down. So we have the Eight of Diamonds. And the Eight of Diamonds is all about communication. The Eight of Diamonds is about sitting down, thinking very carefully about the situation, deciding what to do, and talking to like-minded people. Now, this is all about money and finances, and so is this. So, This, I think, is you are going to be talking to a bank manager, for example. Not necessarily a bank manager, but somebody who knows about money. This is also a card of social media. So perhaps you're going to go on the interweb and have a look at different investments that you can do, have a look at different banks to see what interest rates they're giving you, etc., etc., all of that sort of thing. So this information and this knowledge that you're going to be gaining is actually going to get you out of this exhausted state. It's going to get you out of that and allow you to move on. Lovely, really, really nice. So let's have a look at, this is the messages. Now, the messages, the potential outcome is the Six of Spades. Now, the Six of Spades is a card which is saying, you need to leave all the rubbish behind, okay? You need to move ahead, because this is a card which is saying you've been going down the wrong path. And the wrong path is all of this anxiety and all of this doing too much, trying to avoid the situation, but not actually bringing your focus down and actually sorting it out. So this is the card which is saying, leave it all behind. It's not serving you at all. It's not doing you any good. All it's doing is creating a huge amount of stress and anxiety on your shoulders. That's all it's doing. So leave it all behind. Put it all in the past. Okay, let's have a look. What can you tell us about this Six of Spades? What can you tell us about the Six of Spades, please? And this is for Gemini. Six of Spades for Gemini. What can you tell us? Okay, cards are thinking about this very, very quickly. What can you tell us? You want it to come out? Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so what have we got? We have a diamond, and we have, now I think this is the Jack of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds is a bit of a gruesome card. They're very strange cards. These are Royal Mischief cards, and some of them are actually not very nice. But anyway, they're very colourful. What this is saying is you are going to get a message, okay? You are going to get a message from someone, and it's usually a younger person, but it could be tied in with these diamonds here. So this could be the person who you have approached to give you help and advice, okay? And this person is going to be coming along, and he is, or she is going to be giving you financial advice, helping you through. So maybe this you've made an application for something, and this is basically coming in to say, you know what, it's all been signed, sealed and delivered. You are going to be sorting out your money and your finances. So I really, really like that for you, Gemini, because this is the acknowledgement that things are going to get better and things are going to be moving ahead. There, done, perfect. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what are the oracle messages or oracle message that you need to hear regarding this whole situation. And you know, this is so apt when it comes here. You are entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. Now, this is all about psychic ability and your intuition, and this is all about that as well, because you knew deep down that things would get sorted out. You knew, that was your intuition telling you, that was your psychic ability telling you that it will actually get sorted out, but you just didn't know how to go about it and how to tackle it. So let's have a look. What have you got us for Geminis, please? What can you tell us? Anything? Oh, that was a bit of a, wasn't very good, was it? Okay, Gemini, thank you. And you have encouragement, and if you have a look at this, this is the encouragement, but this is the encouragement to yourself. We've got a 5 and a 4 up here. If you add those two up, that comes to a 9, which is a 9 here, okay, and a 9 here, and the 9s are all about change. So you have going to be getting active encouragement from people around you who are going to help you get through this whole situation, which is lovely, okay? What a lovely, lovely card to have there. And let's have a look here at these Lenormand. When you get used to me, you will understand that there is one word, no, there's several words actually, that for some reason I just seem to have a mental block with and I can't pronounce. These cards are one of them, and they are, I'll have to say it very, very slowly, Le Normand, okay? So I know I sound a bit idiotic when I say it, but for some reason I just can't say it fast. So, but you'll get used to me, you'll understand. The last cards are those ones, all right? So let's have a look and see, what can you give us for Gemini, please? What are the messages? Thank you. And what other message? Thank you. Okay, let's just put those to the side. And what have we got? So bearing in mind, this is you, this is what's on your mind. And you have the house, and the house is all about stability, and it's a number 4. And what did I say with you here? What you are craving is stability. That's what you're craving. This one is about financial stability, but it's also about emotional stability as well, which is why you've got this 4 here. All about emotional and love and happiness, but absolute stability. And then down here, we have the King of Hearts. And the King of Hearts, this is a lovely card to have up here, because the King of Hearts is somebody who is nurturing, who is kind. And this is, again, all about you, but this is the message that you're getting now, that you are going to have people around you who are going to look after you. And with this King of Hearts, this is the energy of you being able to talk to people and release all of the emotions that you've been pent up with you for a while. You're going to be able to release that and move on. Just move on, because this is what this is all about. New beginnings, okay? New beginnings and personal growth. And by releasing all the rubbish that's been going on in your life, you'll have that personal growth. So that's lovely. Okay, so what have we got here? Now these are, this is an extension of the normal Le Normand cards. So this one actually hasn't got any card down the bottom here. But what we have is the dice, okay? And you know yourself, when you throw the dice, what happens? You don't quite know what's going to come up. And I think what this is saying is, if you take control, take control, take control, take control, take control of the situation, you will know what comes up for you. So it's not going to be a gamble anymore. Won't be a gamble. You will know exactly how you are going to be able to control the whole thing. Because when we have a 9 and a 3, we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, okay? And with numerology and with these cards, you break it all down to the first number, to the next number. So what I mean is, you add up 9 and 3, you get a 12. You add up 1 and the 2, and you get a 3. And the 3 with these cards is all about steps, okay? It's all about stepping stones. It's all about movement, gradual movement, moving forward, moving ahead. And that's what this card is saying. You know what? You are going to get that movement ahead. You are going to be able to get that. Just take the advice from people around you and make those little changes, and then you won't have this gamble. You won't have these dice, which who knows what's happening. So let's have a look at the last one. What have we got here? Oh, it's upside down. Here we go. And we have an 8, okay? And we have the coffin. So don't panic. You're not going to die. This is just a base of, this is, oh, boy, especially if I could talk properly. What this is saying is, it's the end of a situation. Phew, done. It's over. And I think that is why it comes in with this, because you are going to leave all that mess behind. You're going to leave that path behind, because you are going to now get the new information that you're getting, get the advice, and move ahead. And that's what this card is saying. It's an 8. And 8 again is about communication. Communication, talking to other people to actually get everything out in the open and get the advice that you need. And then down the bottom here we have the 9 of diamonds. And the 9 of diamonds just reconfirms this one as well. So this is all about changes within your finances. This is all about, it's a positive card. It means that you're nearly there. You're nearly there to getting your fortune or whatever it is that you've been dreaming of, but you just need to make those little changes. But what this is saying is, all this stuff going on in your head is going to come to an end, because you are going to move on, which is why this is being saying new beginnings. You're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. And it says, while it may feel like a dark night of the soul, which is this one here, and this, that is the dark night of the soul, You know that this is part of your awakening. You are on the path to enlightenment, and this challenging period will soon pass. And then trust in the process of growth and transformation, because by making these small tweaks and changes, you are going to transform yourself. You absolutely are. And with the encouragement of the people around you, but also inner encouragement, knowing yourself that you can change all of this, knowing yourself that you can actually turn all of this around. So Gemini, there is your reading. I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.